Hello everyone, welcome back to the continuations of our histogram. On our last class, we explained how to draw a histogram table. So today we want to explain how to draw a histogram graph. So using our apparatus here, what you have here. So let's see now. Our histogram graph is always drawn against your frequency, against your class boundary. Well, I'll let you understand that under histogram, there is no space in between histogram, and it's a rectangular representations of, let me just say, of a number. So let's see now, this is what you're having on the board, a rectangular representation this way, of an object or things. So that is what we call histogram. So let's have it the histogram now. So we are constructing histogram, or let me just write on here now, graph of histogram. Histogram. So always write your title. Very, very important. So let's see now. Once we determine our scale on x-axis and y-axis, on this vertical, what we used to write there is your frequency. So this is frequency. So this vertical here is frequency. Then the class boundary. This is class boundary. So let's go there. This class boundary. Class boundary. So look at the interval here. Here we are having 2, 7, 12, 8, 5, 1. So you can start to pick any number you like. But let's look at the interval. We can use 2 as the interval on frequency. This is 0. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That is your graph. So as you can see it now. So the other one, now let's go to the next one. Your class boundary is 0.5 to 5.5. This is point here. Let's say this is 0.5, 5.5, 10.5, 15.5, 20.5, 25.5, 30.5, 35.5, and 40.5. So we stop at 40.5. So once you draw the graph, the first one is 0.5 to 5.5. So this is what we are using in case if you cannot see the number. The interval between here is always 10, 10 on the graph. So when you have something like this, this is how it will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is how we used to have it. So in here, it is 0.5. Here is 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5. So our interval is reading from 0.5 to 5.5 from the explanations on the graph. So then you can actually do that now. Is 0.5 to 5.5 is 2. So let's go to the frequency now. This is 2. Is 0.5, the first one here, you just throw up. This is this way. To 5.5. So this is 5.5. One after the line. So from 0.5 here to 5.5 here, making 10. So this is the first one. 5.5 to 10.5. Let's go there. From 5.5 to 10.5 is what? 7. So 7 is in between 6 and 8. So you just count 1 to 5. Let's go. So you go up, very straight line. So to 7, you are going to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 7 here. Is the halfway 7. Then you draw to this. So this way. So to that. So let's go to the next one. 12, 10.5 to 20.5. That one is long. To 20.5 is 12. You go there, it's 12. So you just go from that point. this way, but it's going to 20.5. No, we are wrong. So it's going to go extremely 1 like that. So don't forget you are using your ruler to do that. So we have that. Also, 20.5 to 30.5, that is 8. 20.5 to 30.5, from here, this is 8. So you can trace that, 8 to 30.5. So also going to that point. So you are done. So the last one, 30.5 to 35.5. That one is 5. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is it here. To 35.5. So that is to that. And lastly, 35.5 to 40.5, that is 1. So in between 1 and 2, so let's count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1. So you are done. So this is how to draw the graph of histogram. And you see that all of them, they merge together. And this is how to calculate it perfectly. Don't forget your graph, you're using pencil and a straight ruler. So we can also use it to determine to estimate our mode. So if you want to use this to estimate your mode, now we have something this way. The longest one, just go to the longest one, and this is the longest one. So you draw from here, you draw it to this point, to this side. You draw these two as well. From this point, you use your ruler and draw it to this side where they meet. So to this side. So the middle part, where these two lines meet, that is what you need. So that two line, you bring it down. So these two lines, you trace it down. So when you trace it down, I'm having 15.5 as my answer. So 15.5 is the mode. 0.5 is the mode of this particular diagram. So if you use formula 2, at the end of the day, you still have 15.5 as your mode. So your mode is 15.5. And please, if you're having any challenges on any graph, either physics graph or some other topics like bar charts, pie charts, just drop it on the comment sections. We are going to work on that. Thanks.